Hun.
Yes, definitely.
Guys, welcome to full-time unprofessional life and sometimes part-time professional life. We got some kind of self-proclaimed tag on our life. Lisa decided it's time to change it up and decided that we're gonna become partially professional sometimes and talk about reselling. We
Oh,
don't know nothing about reselling, guys, but we're gonna talk about it. And I would like to welcome Mr. Sedi, being first in chat. Mr. Sedi, welcome. And everyone who is gonna be lurking today, welcome. If you're gonna rewatch later on, welcome. And whoever is gonna be in the chat soon, also welcome. So everyone is welcome in the chat and live. We appreciate you guys for stopping by today. We got special guest Danny Piqua Resellers in the house from our home state, beautiful state of Ohio, guys. One of the best states in the United States, as usual. And I know a lot of disagreements on that, but unfortunately, guys, you have to agree. Ohio is the best state for resellers and whoever is trying to source. So, welcome
sourcing's
to,
good.
guys, welcome to All Ohio Live. We're proud to be from Ohio, and everyone is from different parts of Ohio today, guys. So, I'm from Cleveland, Lisa's from Kenton, Dennis from Piqua, which is actually a smaller city in Ohio, guys. If you're not familiar with geography of Ohio, guys, Piqua actually is not a big city, but actually very cool city. So if you ever go to Ohio, guys, visit Piqua, and then you can go to Kenton or Columbus, or Cincinnati, or Akron, Kenton, or Zanesville, or Toledo. We got a lot of great cities, guys, in our state. So stop by. When you go to Ohio, it says, Lisa, what does it say in our state? Where to find it or find it here?
Ohio, the heart of it all.
We got find it here, guys.
Oh, find
Nobody
it here.
knows.
No, we
Yes,
don't want people coming and taking our stuff. It's good. We like our goodies.
yeah, we got a garage sale slogan, guys. When you enter state of Ohio, we got find it here. See, that's important. That's why a lot of people want to go to Ohio to garage sales because it says find it here. Anyway, guys, we got Danny in the house. And if you guys are familiar with, I'm pretty sure a lot of newer content creators that are currently coming on the YouTube scene or just started maybe a year ago, most likely you may not know Danny or seen his videos, but please subscribe to Danny, guys. Danny is back. Danny went through a lot of stuff, guys, and also follow him. I put all the links in the description in the live, guys. So please subscribe to Danny once again. He's been working to come back into this YouTube magical world with his content. Put out videos recently, and I watched one of his videos yesterday about cleaning specific drill bits, and it's actually very educational, guys. Not like our life when it's not educational at all. So Danny at least been a lot of resellers and content creators actually put out very educational content, not on this live, guys.
Not
And I
here.
actually put out a video today which is not very educational, guys. So once again, I struck out, guys, in both categories. But let me say hello to everyone in the chat. Mr. Sadie in the house. We got Corey and Teresa. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, Roman. I don't know what it means, but let's do it. Let's go. Nicola Presto, beautiful Nicola in the house. We got Patrick Murphy in a helicopter from state of Ohio, guys. So we're gonna hopefully gonna have a lot of Ohio presence today because our state deserves a lot of presence, guys. We got a lot of very professional resellers in the state and very good content creators who actually are very truthful. You know, in my opinion, Ohio has one of the most truthful, authentic resellers, content creators in the state. So there you go. We got Jill in the house. Sherka 25. Danny, thank goodness your name is on the screen so we can recognize you. Say hello to Jill. She's also from Ohio.
No, it's okay, Danny. It happens all the time.
Just tapping in. My sister is visiting, so I'll watch. No problem, Nicole. Have fun with your sister. We got Bama, Jaber, Rissel, Josh. Josh, welcome. Appreciate you. We got Chad. And Corey and Teresa just up to you, Danny. So there you go. Gramson, Danny, Gramson Pops Vintage came on the scene in the magical YouTube world a little bit later, after I think 2023, beginning of 2023. So They just sub to you. So guys, please sub to Danny, because Danny used to put out a lot of content before. Also, he was in the videos with John Cincinnati Picker before, guys. So just in case, if you want to watch certain content that is from 2019, 2020, 2021. So if you want to go back and watch some YouTube content like that. So, and Danny, and we got Mark, Sarcastic Storage Stacker. Mark, welcome. I'm very unprofessional too. Exactly, Mark. You have to be unprofessional, man. Otherwise, there's no life. We can all die if we're gonna be
Hey
professional.
now.
Danny, so introduce yourself to people who gonna watch later on and lurk, so they know who you are, man.
All right, I'm Danny from Piqua Resellers. It is Piqua, Ohio. It's not a very good city at all, but there's a lot of opportunity to resell. I had back surgery. It went bad. Um, I was doing full-time reselling and videos, and then I gained a lot of weight and couldn't get out of bed, so I gave it all up. And about a year now, I've dropped 140 pounds. I work out as much as I can and keep moving. So now I actually went back to a factory job, and then I caught pneumonia in February, and I started watching Roman and everybody used to watch, and kind of got the itch to do reselling. So now I'm back at it, and just about full time now. The hardest thing is trying to get videos, and that's just you lose it after a while. I'm not very good at editing and technology, so I always have to have somebody else do it. So it takes a while right now, but eventually I'll be back on the grind full time, I hope.
Nice. Good to have you back, Danny. Actually,
Thank you.
You're another authentic content creator from Ohio, guys. We actually are proud, guys, in our state of Ohio, beautiful state, that we got so many authentic content creators, guys, except me. And I don't create any content. Actually, very rare, guys. But at least there is something. Maybe someone will learn someday like 100 years. If YouTube is gonna be around, maybe someone will watch something. So let me say hello to Salvador Mercado in the house. We got Anthony Dragon Master Finds. We got this Disgruntled Octopus, my friend, in the house. Octo, welcome from Australia, from Canberra, guys. Canberra is the capital of Australia, just in case you don't know. And Piqua is not the capital of Ohio, guys. Nobody in Ohio knows what the capital is in Ohio, guys. Even our governor doesn't know. It's not Cleveland, guys. I can tell you that. Even though it would have been nice. Danny, and actually Chris, we got, what's up, everybody? Chris, Easy Pickings in the house. Chris, welcome. And once again, guys, thanks for stopping by today in advance. Guys, if I'm gonna be very slow today, I had a procedure also on my back again, and I'm gonna have another surgery in the upcoming couple of weeks again. So that's a non-stop cycle. And with my procedures, guys, hopefully God will spare me, guys, with all the situations that I'm kind of ran into all of a sudden in life with certain things, diagnosis and stuff like that, which is kind of sometimes you reflect. And Danny can actually also tell you guys how it is, because Danny went through surgeries and also recovering from surgeries. And like I said, it's like sometimes life throws you curveballs, and you have to deal with it and try to resell, source, create content, and go into support everyone in the lives. It's gonna be kind of complicated, guys, because for me, like right now, I'm kind of my brain already getting tired from all those doctor appointments and the constant procedures. I was actually today, guys, it's a good thing I was able to kind of get myself together, take some medication, and go live, because I couldn't, if I invite people, I stand by it. I cannot, even if I'm gonna die, guys, Lisa will take over.
So let's keep praying the Roman stays around.
Lisa Duran house from Ohio, guys. Another Ohio present. Lisa, welcome. Vintage Sports Flip Skis, soon to be in Ohio, actually. Guys, soon to be in a National Sports Card Convention in the end of July at IX Center. But we're gonna talk about it later. Keys will be here in Cleveland, guys. Away. So may see Keys. Roman, when are you getting that lobotomy? But anyway, Danny, how was your original background? Because I never asked you even at the reseller. Guys, I met Danny the first time at the reseller rally in 2021. The original reseller rally was supposed to be in 2020, but it was pushed back due to the COVID infections. So in 2021, we met at the reseller rally, guys. And then we talked with Danny at the rally. And then I saw Danny a lot in lives, and he did videos and was also guest on other lives. He had his own life. I think then you had a life with Candy Flips, right? What's his name? I forgot. Keith.
Yeah,
If I
Keith
remember.
Candy Flips is Keith.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know.
I
I
think-
I just had guests on. I think I did it by myself, but me and Keith with K&D Flips was going to do a podcast together, but then he lives in Texas, so we just couldn't get it linked together. And then my health started going bad, so maybe one day do. It's just hard to get. It's just hard to plan to do a live because if you plan on it for 7 o'clock, then I swear something happens and you're running late behind, and it's just so aggravating. And so
Right.
that's why I haven't really done it. But
Yeah, man. And sometimes, like I said, Danny, it's like there are so many things around, and especially when you try to do reselling, YouTube, podcasts, lives, be at other lives, support everyone, watch videos. It's like sometimes you cannot, especially nowadays with so many channels around. I mean, it's like impossible type of task. But it is what it is. And so, guys, Danny, what did you do? What is your background before reselling? Because I even don't know that.
I actually was like really big into like forklift at a factory here in the next city over. I did that for a long time, but it was just always factory work. But I always would buy. My aunt and uncle actually own a like a realty business. They would always get in like a house, and the people didn't want nothing, so they would pay me to clean it out. So I started going to like flea markets, but that was back in the '90s, so before eBay. And then when eBay started, me and my a little bit here and there, and I just really liked it because it seemed like I could always buy so low and sell so high, but I always needed insurance, so I just worked the factory and did eBay like part time and stuff, and then finally it made more sense. It was like I was hoarding. My house was full of stuff, and then you're always tired. I had two girls that I had full custody of at the time, so it was just really hard. So I got fed up with the job, and I knew I was going to have a back surgery. So when I took off for it, I just saved up and then just started selling. And I loved not having to be away from the girls and stuff as much. So I've always done really good flipping, and like I'll buy cars and flip them. Like it doesn't matter. If there's money to be made in it, my nose was in it. So
That's
it's
good,
like
man.
now I have so much stuff from me and my buddy had a used furniture store. So we would do house clean outs and stuff. And then with during COVID, we found out he had cancer, and then he ended up passing. So they ended up selling the building a little bit later when I was trying to fill it up. And at the time, my wife was going to come full time. As soon as I filled the shop, I get the shop almost full, and then found out they sold the building. So I got a 4-car garage full, 3 bedrooms, upstairs full, storage unit. So it's like I just got all this free merchandise. I just need to do it, and if I keep with it and really like it, then I'll just invest more money and keep it going. So I was able to buy and pay for a house. It needs a lot of work though. I mean, it's not like a $1 million home or anything. So that's the kind of goal with this is pay my bills with it, and then hopefully put money into the house, and then either rent it out, buy another one. Real estate's really, in my opinion, is the way to be because people are getting $2,000 for a dump. So it's like,
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
and the house that we got is 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 downstairs. It's just too big, and Parker, he's going to be a sophomore, so he's not going to be around too much longer before he goes to college. So don't really want a big house. if you have a big house, you're going to feel it. If you're us,
Man, that's true. Truth is there, man. Danny, for sure, man. That's true, man. That's and I know that. By the way, let me say hello to Mike Fartsek Jack with a lot of jokes about some kind of stuff going on. Mike, thankfully it's not syphilis, man. That's thankfully it's not
Mike's
something
always got problems.
else.
He
Mike,
just needs to stay at the
guys,
clinic.
Mike, we're gonna be part-time professional today, man. We got a lot of comments and people. Our million subscribers, guys, unfortunately didn't like that we're constantly unprofessional. So they asked us
Who are you
to
kidding?
be
That's who comes to see us.
sometimes professional, guys. So I don't know. We have to try to be professional, Mike. So if you're still here, we can talk about different things, but not now because Danny doesn't come to our life a lot, and not a lot of people come to our lives that much. So we're trying to be more professional. Eventually, hopefully, some famous stars will appear. Eventually, someday in 25 years. Let me say hello to Mel Flipside. Mel, welcome. Mel, by the way, Elisa actually already answered, but our guest today is Danny Piqua Resellers. If you would like, please subscribe to his channel and you can watch his videos from way back. Danny, when did you put out your first video, man? That's kind of a good question.
shoot, I don't even know. I think it was June of 21 or 22. I'm gonna say it was 21 during the
It
COVID
was
stuff.
21.
Yeah. So, and before
Yeah,
you,
actually, I never was going to do it, but the first time I met John, he was like, actually, I think it might be before he came. He said like, just throw a video introducing yourself or something. And he's like, he'll help me through it and stuff because that was when it was so scary. And I had my son with me, and my partner had a son. He's about a year older than my son, and then he passed away. So I was really like not scared of like not being around, but yeah, it's more of making the memories and stuff. So I thought that was a great time. And my son loved John and was always wanting to do his own videos and stuff. And I wish he would still do it because I would love to just sit there and record him do it because he's getting ready to drive in August. He got his permit now, scaring me, but he's got all these shoes and stuff. I'm like, hey, sell this on eBay. We'll see how long it takes for you to get like 3,000 to 5,000 to get your own car. And he's 1 minute sold for it, but he's in football, basketball, and track. So, and I told him, I was like, if you research it, draft it, list it, I'll ship it and take care of it for you. So I'm still working on him. I can't even get him to the gym with me, but he weighs more than I do now, so it's crazy. He's getting big.
man, my son is weighs more than me too, man. Believe me, and he's bigger than me now. I was trying to play basketball with him a couple times. I cannot move him out, man. It's impossible. And he's only 15. He's gonna be 16 in next week. So like he's a big kid. So kids grow fast, man. They become big, and that's how life is, man. That's like you realize by looking at your kids that time flies, and that's how it is gonna be always. And it's kind of cool because you kind of remember how they were when they were born and throughout life cycle. So it's kind of
Right.
interesting to think about that kind of stuff and how life just goes fast. I mean, you don't. It's like blink of an eye, man. That's it, and then you get old, and that's it. Right, Lisa? So,
Hey, what was that jab? I heard that. I heard that as a jab.
but
Suck it, Lisa.
Lisa is young, Danny. Lisa is only 22 years old, so she doesn't have nothing to worry about yet. Her young age is still kind of progressing, so she's okay.
Yeah, she's definitely the eye candy of the show.
We got Coco in the
Thank
house.
you,
Coco
Danny.
loves life in the house, guys. Hello, friends. Hola, Coco. Hola. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, guys. Coco does a lot of Whatnot shows. Follow her on Whatnot, guys. I'll put some links eventually, guys, when my medication wears off, because I don't remember who I am right now. Again,
That
we
might be
got
true.
Paul Sleeping Sports guy in the house. The super chat is more than Rowan made on eBay. Actually, Paul, you're right because with my medical procedures, I had to put my store on vacation mode like in consecutive days. But eventually, I realized it's not gonna help much So I just let it run because what can you do, man? Those types of things come up all the time. So we get older, this type of stuff will come up. So you can put your store on vacation mode and wait, maybe it will improve. But anyway, so Coco, welcome. We got Scott Bearded Picker in the house. Good evening. I need to say hospitals are an awful place. Scott, I agree with you on that. Believe me, I know, man. That's actually true statements. Absolutely true. Kathleen Gemple in the house. Roman, I watched your video from today. I knew it was going to be from my neighborhood, and sure enough, you were on my street. See, there you go, guys. I actually started to help some people watch some kind of valuable content, guys, which is not that valuable. But at least, guys, watch the video because hopefully one of the videos YouTube will recognize me as the worst content creators in history. Yeah, so far I didn't get that award yet. But yeah, Scott is right. And yeah, Coco, no problem. Coco actually has been on Whatnot so much. She's been doing very good. I mean, I respect a lot of resellers who, not a lot, all resellers who actually try their business models with Whatnot. So it's actually a good idea if you want to sell that way. I'm gonna try eventually to do some kind of show, guys. I cannot find time with my health problems, with all the stuff that I have to do. I cannot even get out of this funk right now. So Danny, how did you meet John originally? Cincinnati Picker John. How did you meet him?
Um, when my partner had passed, I was in like a Facebook group of resellers, and I had maybe added some pictures and stuff. Like I had a whole bunch, but I was looking because I always watched Shed Flips or is that what they're called? Lonnie and Candace
Mhm.
and John, and then Commonwealth Picker. There's like the only three. Like I was kind of new to reselling, so I had actually posted in like, anybody know how to get a hold of that Cincinnati Picker? And Lonnie set it up for us, and then we were messaging back and forth. Came down, and we've been really good friends ever since. I was looking for a picture the first time Parker had met John because we went to a Reds game last month together, and he's almost as big as John, and he was down like half his size before.
Yeah,
But that's
man.
how we met, and then we just became real good friends, and he'd help me out whenever we needed it, and then I would always if I was going to a sale or something, I would say, "Hey, are you interested in any of this stuff?" So it worked out good because I pick up a bunch of bats one time for him, and was just able to help him out, and he's helped me out. Like if he finds postcards and stuff, and he buys a bunch of like I was born in St. Louis, so sometimes he'll just give or mail an autograph of a Cardinals player,
That's cool.
and then
Yeah.
when I had to shop, he was coming down like maybe once a month, once every other month. So he was able to grow really good. And now, like, whenever we talk all the time. So if I'm going through something bad or something, he helps me get out of my funk.
Yeah, that's good. John is a good dude. I mean, I
Yeah,
can
he's
a
great.
lot of respect for John Cincinnati Picker, guys. Even in his videos, I know he doesn't put out a lot of content in the winter time, but now he's putting out content again. I'm watching his videos now because I mean his videos from garage sales are very educational, actually.
Yeah.
So those are good videos, and John was the one that invited me actually to the reseller rally, even though that was 2021. If that would have happened at 2020, most likely I would not be able to have a chance to be at the 2020 meetup because they sold out. I think it was. I remember that there were no tickets, and I remember he reached out to me in an email and said if there's gonna be any tickets or someone cancels, I will let you know. And he reached out to me in 2021 when there was supposed to be before. I mean, I don't remember exactly how like I think the rally was in June, and I think he reached out somewhere in March. So that's when I was excited to go, man. That was kind of interesting, that an opportunity like that created some kind of entrance into somewhere. And
Entrance, all right.
yeah, I don't know where it was like Alice in Wonderland, going into some kind of a magical world of something and never coming back. But with me, man, it's like always traveling through some kind of magical worlds of something happening. But I really appreciate it. If John is lurking or will be listening, John, I really appreciate you, man. With his also helping other people in the community from the way back in time, I would say way back in 2016, 17, 18. So that was, as you guys know, when John Cincinnati Picker was actually doing his videos. So that was
Here's
way.
that's Parker and John the first time. Oh, I'm bad at pictures. And then here's them last month. Hopefully John's not on here because he probably gonna like that picture. So
This was a cool picture, man. There
yeah,
you
he's
go.
a lot. He's taller than John. Until that, I just looked at it.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's and Scott, by the way, hopefully she gets better, man. All the best to her, and it's a good thing she's resting at home. That's where you want to rest eventually, after those hospitals. I know all about it, man. It happened to me already consecutively in the last 3 weeks, and I will have another surgery in 2 weeks. So, and it's with my situation is a little bit. There is a kind of something going on. Hopefully, it's not cancer, man. I pray to God it's not gonna be revealed that the kind of that's why I'm going through those surgeries, the removing stuff. And but anyway, God, please spare me. And see, Paul, sports guy says, "Watch out, Philly Flipper and Cincinnati Picker Roman." Man, I'm not, the person. I mean, the thing about it is, I appreciate if people saw me somewhere in Cleveland, man, which is rare. I even don't see myself in Cleveland that much, but it's kind of cool in a way. But it is what it is, guys. It's surgery. Yeah, Scott, that's crazy. See, guys, Scott knows all about it, also, guys. So I know all about it too. Amazon seller 99 in the house. Hope Johnny is okay. Yeah, we hope she's getting better, Scott. All the best to you guys. Get
Roman Mel
healthy.
Flipsick gave us a super sticker.
Yes, Mel, appreciate you very much for the support. And Mel is amazing too. She comes in to support our partially professional life now very consistently. So we appreciate you, Mel. We got Junk Monkey Rob in the house. Rob, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, man. And Lisa wants to see the picture again. Danny from with Cincinnati Picker John and Parker.
All right, that's the first one. I believe that was 2020 or 2021. Always takes me forever. Then that's them now. It's definitely grown a lot since they met. So good relationship. I took him to the last reseller rally, but with my back, even though Cincinnati's like an hour away, I just didn't want to take the chance, so I brought somebody else. But now they have another one, and he can drive. So
yeah, and Cincinnati is like an hour, right, from you?
Yeah, about an hour and 10 minutes. I think it was about an hour and 10 minutes to get to the hotel that everybody was staying at for the rally.
That's cool, man. That's the thing about it. I mean, and that Danny, you will agree with me on that. Most likely, people in the chat who were attending rally 3 times it was happening. Scott Bearded Picker was at the first one in 2016. So that was already kind of a long time ago, guys. If you
I
count
met,
with my math, guys.
I met Scott at the Crossville, not this last year, but the year before. So he's a really good guy. My dad loved watching him, and so I bought something off of him, and he signed it for him. So my dad thought that was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, Scott is a good dude.
Hey, Sarah.
And actually, Scott has good educational life and educational channel compared to this partially professional, not reseller life, which is actually very cool, guys. So watch Scott and also John and Josh Galt. You know, those guys actually at least understand something about reselling. With me and Lisa, it's kind of, I ask Lisa about
Please speak
reselling
for yourself.
sometimes. I don't understand at all what is happening, you know. So, but it is what it is. So, Danny, what are the are you so you said you're originally from St. Louis, right? You were born in St. Louis,
Yes.
and then you moved to Piqua right away, or you moved somewhere else.
I actually grew up in Troy, which is like 7 miles. They're like the next city. They're big rivalries. And I grew up and went to Troy City schools and stuff. So not a big fan of Piqua because born and raised Troy, but bought a house in Piqua, so that's why I came up with the Piqua Resellers. So,
Interesting, yeah, that's exactly that. As a name, are there any other Piqua resellers, Danny, in the Piqua area, except you?
there's quite a few really close by. There's one I can't think of his name. Maybe it's Flippin' Junk. He's pretty big, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Vic. Yeah, he is from your. I think he's closer to Dayton. Maybe I'm wrong because you got pro pickers there also, Dustin, near you, somewhere
Are they?
near. Yeah,
Yeah, Dustin.
Dustin pro picker is around closer to Dayton, and Flipping Junk Vic is also from I think around Dayton. So maybe they're like somewhere around close to you, both of them. So that's what I was talking about. There are so many content creators from the state. I think our state is leading everyone in content
Oh,
creation
Vegas gets us, but
on
okay.
YouTube. Maybe Vegas, maybe Archie Biscuitbot probably with his 20,000 channels leading. But anyway, Sarah Schaefer in the house. Sarah, welcome. So, Danny, how was originally your opportunities when you decided that you want to resell stuff yourself? Because from my understanding, originally when I watched that video way back when John was going to your warehouse or house, I don't remember, and
This
buying stuff from you, at that I had an idea at the time when kind of it was similar to Shed Flips, Lani, and Candice buying stuff from that guy from storage units. So it
Yeah.
was kind of an idea where I thought maybe John found you as his supplier of inventory. Even though I don't remember how many times, I'm pretty sure John bought numerous times from you. And at the time, I didn't know that. You actually doing your own reselling on your own. And did you already do your own reselling at that point of time?
I
Uh,
had just got back into it. I was getting back into it at the time because I knew my partner was going to pass, and I didn't know what to do with like all the stuff, and I was really overwhelmed. So, and then when the school shut down and everything, and me and Parker, we just decided to start selling on eBay and stuff and see what we could do, and it just like went crazy. So I just kept doing it, and I loved it. And then when COVID went away, it's just still had done it, and then I just got to the point like just try and make videos and just trying to push myself further than I should have been. I just wore out, and then with my health issues, it just put me in depression and every other thing else. So
and that's what happens, Danny. That stuff puts you into all types of depressions, anxieties. I'm all familiar with that, man. Unfortunately, I went through a lot of stuff myself, man. I mean, if I will talk about my medical history on here, we're gonna stay here for like probably a couple days. So we're not gonna talk about it, but it's kind of it is what it is. It's kind of happening, and nothing you can do about it. And but when when you were selling stuff on your own, was there any specific things that were stuff that you liked to find at the time to resell yourself, or was it something specific?
Really was nothing specific, however you say it. I don't know. If I could flip it, it didn't matter. But now, like when I started getting more, like just burn out, it was like pots and pans I don't like. Never did like clothes. Nothing big and heavy, but if the price margin's good enough, I'm down for however big it is. So for me, it was just things I know. Like I don't know nothing about any toys, and I've got tubs and tubs of old toys, and it's like, but with having ADHD and all that, I can't sit there and try to research little figures like an inch or two, and try to have that big old magnifying glass and jewelry and stuff. Like I'll buy it in bulk and find like the gold and sterling out of it, but I just have piles of it. Like I got thousands of watches, and it's like, no fun.
Yeah, man, those types of things where you have to. That's what I like to do. Also, I like to find something that I'm not that familiar with and try to research all about it all the time, which is kind of a life of a reseller all the way. It's like never gonna end. There's
Yeah,
gonna be a lot of products, all types of products that you're not familiar with all the time. That's why it's kind of that's the beauty of the reselling is that there is never ending supply of different things that you don't know about. So let me say hello to Barbara B picking in the house. Barbara, welcome. Mr. Seti was saying that he's from Arnold, Missouri. So I'm not sure here. Here you go. He said, I'm in Arnold, Missouri, Danny. So I'm not sure if Arnold, Missouri was close to St. Louis because I'm not that familiar with that area. So, but
yeah, I missed it.
reselling with Woody in the house. Woody, welcome. Who that? Woody is like one of those interesting characters on YouTube, guys, with his thumbnails. Woody, I think Woody got currently the best thumbnails on YouTube with his amazing ideas of putting out his thumbnail with some kind of gold chains, money in his hands. Then, I mean,
He's
Woody,
pimping.
Woody, just keep doing what you're doing, man. YouTube algorithm loves when you show money in your hands, when you do content creation. That's the most important part of YouTube algorithm to be noticed ever by YouTube is to have some kind of money in your hands. See, I don't put any type of money, so YouTube knows I'm poor, so there is no point to promote me. Barbara, welcome. And Chad, appreciate you, brother. Means a lot as usual. Chad, man, Chad is one of those people that I cannot find even good, like proper words that I want to describe Chad in the community. And he's done amazing job. He goes to a lot of live, supports everyone with super chats. Chad is an amazing human being. Chad, appreciate you, man. With your and by the way, guys, Wolfman's Goodies, subscribe to. I'll put all the channels as usual soon, guys. But there are a lot of content creators who deserve to be at the, I think, in my opinion, recognized by YouTube algorithm, artificial intelligence. And actually, Chet does amazing job putting out videos constantly, every other day or even every day. And still, this YouTube freaking algorithm doesn't push his content out. You see, guys, how unfair this YouTube world is. With amazing people like that. And God, please put Chad on top of the game. We're gonna ask God, guys. Maybe
Well,
he'll
Roman,
hear us.
Chad does a hangout live on Sundays at 7 p.m. so everybody can come and talk to him and talk about the things he's found. And it's just really nice. He appreciates having people pop by, and then you can get to know him even better, and
Yeah,
you'll all
guys.
love him. He's Mr. Rogers Reselling. I love that man.
Chad is amazing, guys. Yeah, he does hang out on Sundays, guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, guys,
Yes.
if you wanna pop in, Chad, if you're gonna be doing one tomorrow, let us know. I know it's a holiday type of week coming up, and a lot of people are traveling or having some kind of cookouts, barbecues, hang out somewhere else instead of YouTube world. But let us know in the chat if you're doing your hangout tomorrow, so everyone will stop by, because I stop by all the time. And Chris, Easy Pickens is always there. Woody is always there. So there, Barbara is there. So it's like, with Chad, it's kind of cool. The stuff that he finds and shows it, and actually, he's very professional, by the way, guys, with his
Yeah,
dead
not
job.
like us.
Yeah, once again, another content creator that is much more professional. Andy
Yes.
Someta in the house. Hello, Andy. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Danny, when you originally got onto the first reseller rally, did you have opportunity before that to just meet up with someone else in the community before you went there, except John? Or were other opportunities like highway sales that you went to?
I did meet Dave when he was the NC picker, NC flipper. He actually came out to the shop. They were going on vacation, so I got to meet him. A couple other small time YouTubers. I can't think of their names. My memory's horrible. But mostly the reason why I wanted to go to that was to meet Lonnie and some of the bigger people that I had watched. But I actually ended up meeting so many smaller channels and growing more friendships that way. Like RK Treasure, like we hung out with them and it was great.
Yeah,
And then
Roy.
Mr. Bill and Old School Flips. So
Everyone is,
gotta meet Kevin.
yeah, everyone is from Ohio, man, nowadays. Jimmy is from Ohio. I mean, I think everyone just needs to move to Ohio, guys, and there's gonna be more opportunities. We got enough resellers already in the state, so it's kind of everyone is moving here, guys. So we're losing. We got so much competition, guys, already. So don't move here. Leave the state
Your
alone.
mind, Roman. Come here. Don't come here. Come
Yeah,
to
I
visit.
kind of
Go
changed my
away.
mind. I changed my mind. So we got enough competition as it is. So, did you have fun at the first reseller rally, Danny? Because Danny actually was the first person I saw when I actually went and started to meet some resellers, content creators. Danny was the first one, and Joe, Philip Picker. Those are the two first ones I met.
Yeah.
But that was cool, guys. And then he kind of recognized that I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, and our Cleveland Browns fan base, unfortunately, has been through a lot already. But all Ohio teams, guys, unfortunately, Danny will know better than me. Cincinnati Reds are not good anymore, even right now. And Bengals and Browns is the only good team currently is Cleveland Guardians, guys. They're actually in the first place. They lost 3 games in a row to Kansas City Royals, but they were in the first place, beating everyone, all the good teams, all the bad teams, and so there is hope, guys, as always in our state, that someone will win something. We're hoping all the time. Lisa is asking, Mr. Rogers resells on Sunday at 7. Yes, Mr. Rogers love to resell on Sundays. It's very important for him. So, Danny, how was your experience with just YouTube itself? When you decided that you want to do content, did you decide to do like specific videos, or you decided you're gonna do educational videos, all types of other type of garage sales and the sourcing videos? Was there some kind of idea specifically to do YouTube content when you decided to do it?
Just do it like locally in the shop because we always have so many people bringing in stuff to sell. That was the goal, but I just didn't really feel comfortable with the camera and people's faces at garage sales and stuff. And I truly hate going to garage sales, but it was mostly because of my bad back and stuff, getting in and out of the car. And I just cannot get over how many people watch people at garage sales. It drives me crazy because it's so boring. But I'm trying to get into that again and stuff. But now I have so much stuff. So I do have a bunch of people that have little like thrift shops and stuff. So every month or so they'll contact me, and then I'll go and look and try to make a video or something. And then like 2 videos ago, it's like I didn't realize that the music was blaring so bad. So it's horrible.
Yeah,
So now
man,
I just have to make sure they turn it down.
that's okay, man. I mean, I kind of, always go by principle. If you're being yourself in your content or videos, that's gonna be good enough for me. In my opinion, you know how it is, Danny. That's kind of something that I change things up in the videos constantly. Like I cannot stay the course of consistent type of like I would not say content, but like the videos themselves that are very the way YouTube algorithm, in my opinion, works is that the more content you put out per week, certain time of the day, and you do it consistently, and you have similar type of content. So that's how they kind of try to push you out more to the audience. And of course, word of mouth. I mean, someone will mention you or give you shout out. Shout outs no longer work like they used to back in the day because there are like a million channels right now. So there is a small space for even newcomers who are coming right now to try to create content for reselling. It's like I don't even know, but I see them all the time. Some of them get a lot of views, and you don't see them in like anywhere, like in terms of lives or podcasts. I mean, they're just doing their content, and it is what it is. I think it's not just with reselling. I think it's just with all types of content creation on YouTube currently, because YouTube, in my opinion, I don't know how long YouTube will survive. Nobody knows that. But as long as it survives next 5 years, I mean, there is always opportunity, to kind of grow your channel, and maybe one of the videos will be pushed out somewhere. I
Yeah,
think in that,
you just need to find that right title that goes viral, and then you'll be all right.
yeah, and you
But
know
it's like
how,
everybody does the YouTube, the shorts, the TikTok, the fake. Man, I ain't got time for all that. I, I don't even know my password to get into Facebook. So if I sign out, I'm screwed anyway. So it's for me, it's just a journey, like just to see where I go, and then with the fitness and stuff, it's like I kind of wouldn't mind doing some fitness kind of videos because there's a lot of resellers that aren't in the best shape, and everybody can do better and be better. Anyway, I feel I can't tell you how many people I've seen trip, fall, trying to run, hurry up to a garage sale, and then like hurt their feet, and it's like they're just really overweight and they hurt their backs, and it's like we're getting older, so it's time to make sure when I'm in my 50s, 60s that I can actually walk. Because I was told I wasn't going to be walking by the time I was 50, and that's just not life for me. I would take the easy way out because I can't. I'm just not the type that can do that. The
oh man,
pain's too much.
I can understand, Dennis. That is me, man. Also, my personality, man, is the same way as yours in this regard, man. Believe me, it's like right now that's what we discussed in backstage. I mean, it's just horrible that sometimes you get into this type of situation where there is some kind of medical issue and it's like non-stop. It's like never-ending sight. Like you cannot see when you can get out of this crap. But I
Right.
mean, it's been kind of in my life already numerous times, so I'm kind of familiarized with the situation. But still, as I get older, man, and you probably will be also like kind of reflect on that with your situation. Is that it's difficult the older you get to try to stay afloat with like everything and try to be consistent with not just reselling but just like I said, moving around and trying to do stuff. That's like becoming, sometimes it gets into your head and it's hard to get this crap out because it's kind of reality of what
Yeah.
it is, because doctors are doctors and they're gonna try their best to not to scare you that much, but then in reality there are billions people on this earth, and each person has some kind of issue. So like, it's hard to kind of reflect on everyone's issues, so but it is what it is. Let me say hi to Phil Five Dime in the house. Howdy, folks. Hope everyone had a great Saturday. We're still having a Saturday right now, and it kind of feels good. Thanks for stopping by, Phil. Appreciate you stopping by today, man. Big Bro Auctions in the house. Big Bro, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And Big Bro has his YouTube auctions, guys, on Sunday and Wednesday. So
Tuesday at 7, both
Tuesday.
days.
I always mix up Tuesday and Wednesday. Big Bro, sorry, man, because with my big guys, sorry if I forget stuff. I take medication right now that I'm kind of, I think that I actually can talk to Danny and Lisa today and everyone else is a big type of surprise for me. So,
We're all grateful, really, guys.
guys, I think that if they didn't hospitalize me at the time, it's a big surprise to myself. So I'm kind of trying my best, guys. So I appreciate you all. So Danny, how are sourcing opportunities in Piqua? Do you drive to Cincinnati to source sometimes, or you just source around in Dayton maybe? Because those are good places to source.
No, I don't need to. I really just stay really local, like local garage sales or whatever. Next month, there's this church that they just raised money for like the food bank to take like $400 or $500 just to donate anyway. But he lets me go in the day before, and I can actually make a video and stuff. So I'll be able to make a video, and then I like it because you get first pick, but I also donate money to make it like worth it and try to help the community. I always try to help the community. So, but here's my before and after on my weight loss. So
that's amazing, man. I put out, by the way, guys, check out thumbnail that I put out for the live. You can.
Oh, don't worry, Danny. Yeah,
and that's amazing.
Yeah,
it shows a lot of hard work, guys. Believe me.
It really wasn't as hard as you think. It's just getting out of the routine of eating and doing stuff you shouldn't. Like me, I'd always be up late, so I'd always eat so late and then just lay in bed. So I just I don't eat past 7. I won't eat before 7, and then I was just walking like after every meal, and it's in this square blocks that I do. It's like really just shy under a mile. So that was it really. And then once I started feeling better and losing weight, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna try the Y. Started doing it, kept losing weight, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll muscle or two. So, and then it's like being in my 40s, I was like, wow, well, I've been missing that gym. Like, it's my sanctuary. I love it.
Mine
but
too,
I get up at 1 or 2 in the morning to go, and got pneumonia. Like my sleeping pattern's so jacked up right now, I just cannot figure it out. So
yeah, I think it's the least you can do is just get up and walk. I do laps around my driveway, and we get so used to being focused and sitting here and listing. It's easy to lose track, especially being ADHD. You can focus and lose track in a couple hours. We have to purposely make ourselves get up and off our butt. And just doing that, take 15 minutes walking around your dang driveway. Because I mean, there are videos out there back in 21. During the pandemic, I packed on a lot of weight. And I had to start doing exactly that, Danny, and getting out. And it was just walking around my driveway. And Roman pushes himself to get out and walk too. And as resellers, really, I mean, we want to stay close to our workstations. That's all you need. You don't need to have to go to the gym, just move.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Up and down your street. Who cares if the neighbors are like, what the hell's wrong with that person? It's about your health, your body, and just moving yourself.
Yeah. Now, I didn't go to the gym until I actually got to the weight that I was trying to get to. Because I have steps, like to go upstairs. I would just do push-ups on the steps, and then I would do crunches, and then I would do like I just made stuff up that it just felt good, and then like I take a broom over my arms and just, and then it just got to the point like my parents' old bishop was going, and he's like in his late 60s, and he had said he was going to this one gym. So I went in there, and it's like I was so amazed by him. So like I did it for a couple of days. They let me do it for like a week, and then I was like, man, I'm hooked on this. So that's the only reason why I got the gym membership. But yeah, I was against going to gyms and stuff because I feel like you can get that workout on your own, and then plus being a reseller, like we buy big stuff, like you know, I got some vacuums that I could, you know, curl or whatever. So, but it's with ADHD, it's like I don't want to be around people, but when all you do is work by yourself, you kind of want to be around people. So I go to the gym like between 1 and 3 because there might be like 2 to 3 other people in there. Like I don't mind seeing people, but I really that it's so weird. Like my ADHD it does not bother me when I'm in the gym, so it's like my safe haven for just get things off my head. So
Yeah, man,
but
that's cool.
definitely on what you do eat and stuff like that. Like the guy that kind of coaches me at the gym, he's on that. Oh crap! He used to do keto, and then the meat. I can't remember what it's called, but he's all into these diets. Like it's just like his is like no carbs, and I have to have some carbs. So like I still eat good, so that I can eat a bag of these a day. I can eat a whole bag of these M&Ms a day and still lose weight.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Just eat them with ketchup. If you guys eat MMS, put some ketchup on them. Anthony saying carnivore. Anthony, actually, carnivore diet is the one I'm trying to go with currently. Carnivore diet is actually good diet. If you're gonna sustain it for a while, it's actually not bad because you kind of only eat meats, different types of meats, and no bread, no nothing.
Eggs. I was having like 6 eggs for breakfast, and like there's 14. Like eat half of that, and then it's like have a couple hamburgers, and then I put eggs. And man, I'm telling you what, I have no desire to even eat an egg. I still like the meat, but you got to put some other stuff out.
That's true. That's true, man. Lisa, by the way, very inspirational words. Guys, if you want to rewatch this live later on, Lisa had said some very inspirational stuff. Even I want to go somewhere now. But I actually told Danny when we were backstage that after my procedure, doctors didn't allow me to do push-ups, and I did it anyway. And see, what happened was the stitches came apart, so I had to go to emergency. They had to stitch me up again, and they said, "Do not do push-ups right now." For at least 4
you've
weeks.
got to stop that.
And I told them, guys, how come it's always 2 weeks? This way, it's never gonna end. I'm waiting constantly for 2 weeks. But it is what it is, guys. See, that's why it's hard, guys. Danny will also agree with me on that. Like you have procedures, and then you want to go get back into some kind of normalcy, and it's impossible because you have to wait and wait and wait, and then you're kind of already like waited for so long that your body is not used to what you were doing before. So that's why it's kind of hard when you're older and have those types of things, because when you're younger, at least your body heals faster and you can actually do a lot of stuff faster. But when you get older, guys, it's kind of becoming more of an issue. So, but I kind of applaud you, Danny, for doing what you're doing, man, after the surgery and working out. And I'm the same way, man. I cannot live without working out. It's like I have to do it, even like not listening to advices of doctors and stuff. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I cannot sustain my lifestyle if I try not to work out, at least do some kind of exercises. It's like I cannot do that. But like I said, it's what you were talking about garage sales. It's constant getting out of the car. And last weekend, um, where I was kind of still recovering from my previous procedure, I went to this community sale, and every time I was getting back into the car, man, I would feel constantly like I would not be able to get out and walk and like go out again. Like it was 30 sales, maybe more. And I was getting because it was all the addresses were closed, so it was not as bad as driving around. But still, like you get out, get in, get out, get in. And a lot of the, I mean, the truthfulness about this whole garage sale stuff is that a lot of sales don't have anything, and that's why I was talking about it in my videos. That when you see content creators make videos for specific purposes to attract viewers with thumbnails that I found this expensive item here or I found something there. John Cincinnati Picker put out a great video, I think 3 weeks ago, actually showing the reality of garage sales where you go certain weekends or just certain days and you're not gonna find anything at all at any garage sales, which is completely truthful type of thing, and it's true, entire truth about it. Like you will go and you're not gonna find anything at all, and sometimes you'll go and find something at couple garage sales, like I did last week. So that's how it is, guys. And out of 30 garage sales, I found stuff at maybe 4. So there you go. That's it depends on what you're looking for, of course. But happy picker Lori in the house. Lori, welcome. Anthony said he put on some weight after eating meat and eggs. Hi, Lisa. You look adorable. You look adorable, by the way, Lisa. See, there you
Well,
go.
thank you.
And okay, I'm allergic to the gym too. Scott, you have to work out, man. I know Scott works out actually. He was talking about it on his live that he does exercises. So keep working out, man. You're working too much on YouTube, man. I think this YouTube world takes a lot of time from your exercising routine. We got popping in to say, hey, Roman, Roller Squirrel, Kristen in the house. Kristen, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. So, Daniel, what is your favorite spots, in my opinion, to just, like say, if you try to travel and take a break, where do you like to go? Like on vacations or spend time with your family? What is your favorite place and things to do when you go somewhere to relax?
Well, due to my like health in the recent years, I really haven't done anything. But for me, it would be anywhere that I don't know anybody, just so I can hide for a while and just just forget where I'm at. Back to St. Louis. I love it there. Eventually, I could even see myself living there, but who knows what happened. Everybody, my mom, and dad's getting older, so. But yeah, I really don't have to travel to find really anything. Or I would like to. A buddy from YouTube, K&D Flips. He lives in Texas. I've never been to Texas, so I'd like to go out there and visit. And if I was to ever do that, I'd like to like go in a circle and stop and visit everybody that I follow and chat to.
Yeah, man, that's cool. And I haven't seen Candy Flips Kiss doing any lives recently. I think I don't even remember.
I
The
haven't
last
seen him
time,
in a while.
the last time I saw him do live probably was in 2022,
I'll say
maybe.
it's been a good while. Yeah, we was going to do one, and they were. I don't even know. Maybe the 127. Has that happened already?
No, this is
No, it's
coming
August.
up in August. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we went last year in Tennessee. We was going to go this year, but he's just got a lot going on right now. But he said he's still reselling, but his son's going to be a junior or senior in college, and I know they travel to every game and stuff, so they're just busy. He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
man. And does Parker play? You said Parker plays a lot of sports, man. Does he play like on school teams? I mean,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the school.
yeah. This year he did a summer league basketball, but he also plays school basketball and then football. So he's off next week for football, and then his 2 days and all that's going to start. So we're going to get busy, and it stinks for me because I have to drive so much back and forth to where he goes to school. cannot find a house to buy or rent in that district and where he's at.
Is that like he's currently, what grade is he in right now?
He's going to be going into 10th grade.
Oh
He'll
my
be
God.
16.
It's like
16
my son, yeah, same. My son is going to 10th grade, so they're same.
I remember when he was shorter than me, and I'm a dwarf.
Did you see the picture of John when we first met? I would have never. John showed it to me. He's like, "Hey, can you believe this?" And I was like, "Man, he's bigger than you now, John." But
yeah, man, that's how kids grow, man. They are. My son is like much already taller than me.
yeah, that's the thing. Like when you're with them every day, you don't see it. Like it took me like I bet I was lost over 100 pounds, and I still thought I was fat, and I didn't see it. And then it's like one day I looked in the mirror and was like, "Holy crap, I'm skinny!" Like where'd it go?
How much weight did you lose? How? What was your original?
I weighed 340, and I got down to 206. But now I'm like fluctuating like 218, 220. But I'm trying to like bulk up a little bit because every time I get under 215, like my face, everything like sinks in, and everybody thinks I'm like on crystal meth and stuff. Like I get asked, I get asked a lot. It is going around here like heroin and stuff, but it's crazy.
Yeah, man, people, you know how it is, Danny. As soon as that's how this world is, man. Unfortunately, something like people will notice if you gained too much weight, there is something wrong with him. If you lost too much weight, there's something wrong with him. So, like, you cannot find the balance of how you're supposed to be so you can stay normal.
I get that all the time. Like when I go to doctors and stuff, and they're like, "Man, you're down 80 pounds," and I'm like, "Yep." Are you doing it on purpose? Like, no, I just figured I'd go dryer and melt it off. Like, so then after a while, them saying now it's like, oh, I get it. Now they think I'm sick or I'm on drugs. Because here I'm like, well, how do you lose that much weight if you're not doing it on purpose? But
man, that's the thing about it. Yeah, that's the thing about it. And you do it for yourself, man. Every person that likes to, it doesn't matter if they're losing weight or doing something else. They're doing it for their own good, That's the thing about it. And it was actually amazing, that you said 300 something pounds and 314 and go down to, say, that doesn't even matter, like 220 or it's like over 100. It's like, well, almost 100 pounds weight loss. So it's like, in my opinion, it is, it takes some dedication, not just with exercising. It takes dedication with a lot of different things. So that's why, it's like you can influence people to do anything, not just with weight loss or any type of stuff. It's not, each person is different. And it's amazing that you see people, even like we talked about Mike Shed Juice, is that he also lost a lot of weight and being. I watched his shorts that he puts out on Instagram and Facebook, and where he's working out, and it's and walks every day. Like Lisa says, I try to walk every day, and try to eat properly at specific times. But you know how life sometimes is that you kind of want to do stuff that you were doing when you were younger, and eat at any time of the day, or eat some kind of food that is doctors telling you that, man, you eating wrong stuff. You go to dietitians, those doctors have their own ideas, and that's why people kind of become, in my opinion, like robots. So they kind of already trying to sustain certain lifestyle that kind of goes into their routine of how it's supposed to be, according to, either some kind of advice or something else. But I mean, if you do it on your own and you enjoy this kind of stuff like you do, Danny, is that it's great, man. And I do the same thing. I try to, I mean, when I list, and I, during even listing and between the listing, I may go and walk for like 40 minutes, come back, continue listings, then I will do like push-ups, pull-ups. So I kind of always active until I gotten into this
Don't worry, he comes back.
now within this month and a half of constant appointments, man. It's like non-stop. So that was kind of thing about it. That kind of the only thing that kind of in the back of my mind how it kind of prevents me from normal routines that I'm used to. So, but it is what it is.
I think,
Well,
I think the medical field is horrible. Like they keep putting us on pills. I'm going to I'm going to make a video because I actually I'm in the midst of detoxing. Uh, I when I first started losing weight, I realized I was drinking too much, so I went to rehab for that on my own, just because I was doing a thing. I was getting out of pain for everybody, and I guess none of my family would tell me like I was still being grouchy and stuff. And here I thought it was working, and I was cleaning out a closet, and there was like 70 whiskey bottles, and it's like, oh. So then I went and got help for that. And then they prescribed me oxycodone and Percocet and Adderall. And just stupid me, like I was thinking I was close to being addicted to it. So I was looking at YouTube, found a stupid video where a guy started snorting it and it like hit him fast. So me being a dummy, I did it and I got so caught up and stuck, and I got hooked the first time I did it. And they say like 70% ish people, once that stops working, then they do go to heroin and meth. So I'm so scared of anything like that. So I'm in the midst of getting that taken care of. And let me tell you, detoxing just from Percocets and oxycodone and the Adderall, like I tried it 2 other times and I couldn't get past day 2 because my knees down would be ice cold. I'd twitch. I mean, it was hell, pure hell. But they want so much money to go into a rehab, or you have to tell them you're suicidal. But I'm not a liar, and I'm not. It's not that I'm suicidal, but I feel like if I OD'd, I OD'd. Like I was okay with it. I was at peace with it because I tried to get out of pain. So, but the only thing my pain management does is, oh, you're here for a refill. Take your blood. Nobody's trying to help you out of that pain. And they always said the pain was because of overweight and fat. And so when I lost all that weight, and they're like, "Oh, I bet you don't hurt no more," I said, "I hurt worse." And it's like, you need to quit telling your patients this and quit giving us these medicines that you guys are just collecting money for doing it. Mm-hmm. And it's $285 every month I go, and my deductible I have to pay $50. And it's like, it's ain't worth $50 for you to tell me my blood pressure and just sign some pills and schedule me for next month. But I really want to be pro against people taking that kind of medicine, because the one rehab I was going to after my insurance, I had to pay $800. I had agreed to a 6-month. It's all outpatient, but they want to give me Bezidine. I might be saying them wrong, but there's 2 different, but they're addictive pills as well. So it's like they're going to get you off this to get you hooked on that, and it's like Bezafine and Bezidine or something like that. And it's like, obviously I have an addictive trait, so I just can't keep going from one thing to another. It's like I'm just trying to cut it all off. So, but it's out, and it's like at first I was ashamed of it, but like the stuff I'm doing is not illegal. The doctors actually give it to you, and what we want is out of pain. So, and then losing that weight, had some gallbladder issues and stuff, so they told me to quit taking ibuprofen. And that's when, because I would try not to take all the Percocets and stuff so I wouldn't get addicted. But when they said I had to stop, that was the only thing left. So gotta watch it.
Yeah, Danny, man, I can tell you one thing, Danny. I am very familiar, and what you were just saying, actually, that's absolutely truth about the medical system in the United States of America, man. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of currently, most likely in different parts of the world, is kind of similar. and those pharmaceutical companies, so-called pharmaceutical companies, it is in their best interest, man, to for the doctors to prescribe medication for any type of patient, which is basically kind of easier way for them to control certain patients without them doing anything else, is just to get rid of those types of patients where they can control their prescriptions and stuff like that. I mean, not a lot of people, unfortunately, talk about it. I know that it's not a reselling type of subject, guys, in the chat. But since we touched up on it, and I'm very familiar with what Danny was talking about, because I had a couple friends, and Danny, by the way, one of my good friends who had back surgery, he was addicted to Oxycontin, and it gotten so bad that he was taking Oxycontin with alcohol. He would be like his wife eventually started to hide all his bottles all over the place, and his Oxycontin. He got out of control, and eventually he fell down and broke like. It's a miracle that he stayed alive. Actually, he fell into his basement and like broke his skull, like he broke his head, and they had to put him into ICU. It's a miracle. I think like just God pulled him out because I think as we thought he's not gonna make it, but he did. He's a strong guy. He made it, and eventually he still continued to have health issues nonstop. It like never ended, and they had to put him on disability because it's basically it was impossible to control anything anymore because he had cancer and then had a couple back surgeries, by the way, not just one, because they messed up one of them, and then instead of correcting it, they didn't correct it. And but anyway, and so I just wanted to let you know, I'm very familiar with what you're saying. The prescription situation in this country is out of control. A lot of people, unfortunately, are put on painkillers, and they put me also on them. Or after my procedure, I have that stuff. So, and I'm familiar because I had past surgeries where I was actually taking that stuff. So, very familiar with that situation. And it's a lot of people in this country. Unfortunately, that those pharmaceutical companies kind of you're being held hostage
Yep.
by what they're doing, and they don't care about people. They will never care about people. I always said it before. They care about making money, and it's like with any type of business. Pharmaceutical companies are like tops with money making, because they know like the person needs it. It's like it's drugs. So there you go, man. That's gonna be something that unfortunately, they will only care about their pockets. They never care about people. They will do procedures. They will put you on medication. They care less if you take 2, 3, 4 pills. They're not gonna watch what you're doing. So it is what it is. So it's a truth, guys. So there you go.
Yeah, they could fix a lot of what's actually causing the pain, but they make more money off of just pimping out meds to you instead of addressing the real issue. That's the
That's
feeling.
exactly that's what happens. Exactly, you're right, Lisa. And that will be always. And one of my friends also, like 7 years ago, had a back issue, and they put him on painkillers, and he passed away at night. He took painkillers and never woke up, and that's it. And he was only at that time, I think he was 31, and that's it. And he just died. And like it's crazy how it is, but it is reality, guys. So let me say hello to Birking Picker, Alex in the house. Alex, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you guys just coming in today, we got Danny Piqua Resellers in the house, guys. Please, I put his channel in. I'll put it again in the chat, and also you can find it in the description. Danny has been on YouTube already for a while, veteran already of YouTube content creation, and also you can follow him on Instagram, Facebook. I put all the links in description, guys. So, and then he's been putting out new videos recently, which is actually great to see Danny back, and very authentic personality on YouTube, in my opinion. And you know, that's the thing about it, Danny. Is that how did you view the YouTube, Danny? Tell us your view on content creation in the reselling community. How do you kind of what is your opinion on channels and how you view this type of stuff, like in terms of content?
Well, me, I like people that do different stuff. You know, like when like the shipping goes up, it's like everybody's putting that content out there. Everybody does videos on shipping, and it's like, but me, like, I don't know. When you watch them, you know, everybody edits their videos and things. Like, I really would rather just go by the way I feel that moment and just upload it. Because when I ship big stuff, like if I cut my finger a little bit, now I'm in here cussing and slamming stuff, and you know, like eBay, a job, it sucks at times. There's parts of it that people don't like. Like me, I hate taking photos, but like Kevin, you know, he's got help and stuff, and he just makes it. You watch his video, and I'm all, shoot, I'm going to the shop. I'm going to list 100 things. I got this, and then you come out here and you're like, man, his videos are just not the way it really is for me. But you know, after you do it long enough, I think it's different. But yeah, there's just a lot. It's hard to stay motivated for me, and that's probably with the ADHD and then health issues. Like sitting too much, it bothers me. Standing too much bothers me. Just trying to find that happy medium. So, and then you know, like eBay with their feedbacks, like man, I get a couple feedbacks that were so dumb, and it's like eBay don't do nothing to fix it, you know. And then for a long time, like I sold like 6 or 7 things. You'd send a return request. eBay would take it, close it, and give items. Oh, I'm not the one that plays that. That's theft. So finally got that figured out. So I mean, you know, there's a lot of good to it, but there's also some BS. You know, like scammers. It seems like they just don't care, and it's like I honestly, like if I was rich, I would get like a nice, comfortable car and have like people that get scammed and their shit stuff in the box, like give me their address, you know, we'll go videotape it, and I'm like, I'll beat them up if they don't give it back or whatever. Like, I hate theft. I really do. Like, I just think that'd be awesome to go videotape it out. Like, hey, did you buy this off this person? And then you sent this back? You bring it out now or we're going to arrest you or something, you know. I just think that'd be fun.
You know, that's you mentioned Kevin Commonwealth. You know, he created for him, man. It's viewership. It's basically, in my opinion, when you try to create what Kevin has created, is basically he described in one of his videos as a Disney World for resellers. It's basically kind of, if you look at the whole situation that he is doing, it's truthful, man, and you know, it's not easy, in my opinion, for him to put out. He got so much stuff going on. But you're absolutely right, Danny. He got his family backing him up. When you have a situation, Danny, where there is an opportunity, where your entire family is on board, that's a rare, especially not just with reselling. It's just general YouTube to be constantly in videos, in consistently every week, twice a week. You know, it's like you have to be on board. A lot of families, if you're gonna research and you can interview a bunch of resellers who have content and YouTube channels, if their entire family is on board with this kind of stuff, if they want to do that, it's gonna be kind of percentage-wise, in my opinion, it's going to be very low percentage that the whole family will be on board. And like I said, I'm not saying that the entire Kevin's family is on board. It's just if you look at his past videos, his uncles, his dad, everyone is kind of on board, which is great. You know, when you have this kind of situation, it kind of makes it what he said, a Disney World for resellers, where people, you know, kind of sometimes will talk about negative things, positive things, but it is what it is, man. If he can make it work this way and everyone is on board, why not? and that's beauty of it sometimes. Not just him, there are some other ones, but he made it this way that it works, for him. And he actually repeated it in his videos before that it works for him and his family. It will not work for thousands,
Yeah.
hundred thousands people. It's not gonna. So, guys, if you're gonna in the future watch this live, and me talking about the situation where you watch content and you think how beautiful it looks by looking at Kevin's videos, in reality, guys, do your own business. It's not gonna work if you try to compare or try to kind of do similar things, in my opinion, because you can try. Nobody gonna stop you. But will your family entirely be on board with that kind of stuff? Will you be able to kind of mesh together? Will it work with kids? It's a lot of question marks. So be yourself, do your own type of reselling, do your own content, and hopefully, you can grow your channels also. In my opinion, Danny, that's beauty of it. Everyone is unique, and that's how Kevin proceeded to be, man. He proceeded to involve his entire family. He proceeded to kind of, it's a risky kind of situation too. Like, there are a lot of crazy people out there,
Yes,
but he,
sir.
he proceeded to involve his whole family. Not a lot of people will try to do that to protect privacy of their family. He is basically kind of curved it, but I mean, it is what it is. The whole family is on board. That's a good thing. It's not gonna work for everyone. So
No, I love Kevin. I wasn't saying anything disrespectful or anything. It's just, when you watch something like him, because he's so professional, and I am not like, I just feel like for me, it's more, I would rather do raw. One, I don't like to edit and sit and do computer stuff, but yeah, I do like to watch Kevin, and he's got a lot of good ideas and stuff, and he'll talk about different things. But it's too many people like that'll come up to me and say, they watch him or somebody else, and it's like, but they're struggling and about to give up because it's so hard, and it's like, you got to understand, it's like a TV show, like. But there are, and I'll give them a bunch of names of other people and say, well, watch them because they're more like me, and you know, their place is all a mess, as you can see, and you know, everybody's different. It just depends on, like me, like I'm getting to a point I'm sick and tired of having a mess, but I don't know. I'm not a sorter and make it all nice and pretty like a woman would. So,
man, we're Danny, we're not all perfect, man. Believe me,
right.
and
Speak for yourself, Roman.
it's impossible. Yeah, see, Lisa is the only one that's perfect. Everyone else, unfortunately, that's a low percentage, guys. And like I said, Danny, and once again, we can talk about health issues. If you are having, like me, man, I started to have those procedures constantly. I'm doing full-time reselling. I had to shut down my store whenever I know that my appointment is coming up, because I know that's it, basically. If something happens to me, man, my family is out, kind of, in a way where I'm trying right now to get my wife familiarized with at least something, because like I said, I cannot keep up myself already in order where I know that I have this health problem now, and I have to source and list and ship and worry about my health problem, and then my head is kind of becoming like a big box, man, with so many things in it that I may go crazy, man. That if I and sometimes I need to kind of, the only thing that helps me relax is that I can exercise. I can take my mind off. I can worry about other things. Maybe watch some lives, maybe go into lives, watch some videos. But I mean, that's a reality of, and it's absolutely truthful type of situation. Pete, Craigslist Hunter, actually talked about it numerous times. He talked about business wise, when you yourself is a business and nobody else in your family, or like, in my opinion, in this case I would say family, is not involved in that business, and something happens to you, and he was right, it's over. So basically you kind of relying, and you probably, Danny, will agree with me on that, and not just us, man. There are a lot of resellers in the community that rely solely on themselves, running this reselling business, content creation, whoever does content. I mean, consistently. It's a lot of work, man. And something happens, that's it. And Pete was right about it. It's not a business if you're doing it the way when you're yourself. When you're nobody basically is there to kind of help you out on if something happens, you have to kind of step out and step away, from business. So that's why it's important, guys. If you have opportunity, guys, to have a family involved or help you at least or know something in reselling or anything about reselling, try to involve them if you're
or
full time.
or try to hire people, but then you're taking a risk. That's why I
Yeah.
like to. I've been trying to draft things because I know if I have a bad day here or there, or I'm busy or going to go on a buy, I always like to have something in reserve just for those purposes. But I hate having stuff in reserve because it could be on right now. So just
Let me say hello to Major Win, Doug and Raw in the house. Guys, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Woody was asking me if I found anything good today. Actually, I told Danny today backstage, I went to the beans even though doctors told me not to go anywhere, at least for the next. My procedure was minor on Thursday, and they told me not to source or go anywhere until maybe Tuesday of next week. But like I said, I did push-ups, tore my stitches, went to emergencies, they put stitches back. That's kind of my life, guys. I constantly put myself in some kind of weird situations where I don't listen to anything. And then I went sourcing today to the beans, and it was very kind of tiresome for me. I was able to stay there, found I told Danny actually it was an interesting situation. I found very rare vintage single stitch. I forgot the guy's name. Whatever single stitch T-shirt. It was not a rock band. It was some kind of rapper, and it was a rare color for that particular shirt. I looked it up on eBay. Couldn't find that particular color. And then there is a guy in the bins that we comes almost every day. He actually sells vintage T-shirts, and he came over to me. I told him I found this cool shirt, and the only clothing item I found today, which was this shirt. It's kind of winning a lottery. So he looked at it and was like, "Wow, that's a cool shirt." And then he went to check the comps on it on his phone, and we looked it up, both of us, and we saw that someone is selling it for $180, similar one but different color. Mine was white, and the one listed was black. So he kind of looked at it again, and he's like, "How much you want for it?" And I was not even thinking about it. I was like, "Man, maybe it's kind of rare. Maybe I will list it. I don't want to sell it to him." And he right away he said, "I'll pay you $300 cash." And I said, "Man, no problem."
Yeah, no problem.
I sold it right away. I said, "Sold." And he pulled out $300, gave me the cash and the beans, and that's it. I sold it to him and got $300, guys. See, sometimes it happens, especially with my luck, guys. Looking for clothing, for some reason, I have luck in finding very rare clothing out of everything someone else finds in the bins, and I don't even look for clothing.
But Roman, how did you manage to get that away from the vintage kids? You have a terrible problem with they're everywhere. You guys don't realize these kids are all like roaches.
No, it's actually right now we kind of, vintage kids basically, most of them are collectors. Some resell, some do whatnot shows. There's a big whatnot seller. As I told you guys before, Vintage General, I think that's his whatnot account. He got over 15,000 followers on whatnot. He comes to the bins that I go to, and he got two more vintage kids, boyfriend and girlfriend. They kind of help him out, and they do whatnot show, three of them, and they were not there today. And
good for you.
But I mean, it doesn't matter still, Lisa. It's kind of playing a lottery. You're gonna look in one bin. You have to dig. You have to kind of dig throughout the whole clothing and try to find it. Not a lot of those vintage kids, by the way, Lisa. They're not. I would say like they don't have like patience to dig through all the stuff. They kind of go fast. So they're very. I mean, if you look at it, guys, if you go to the Goodwill bins, and they're gonna be vintage kids. They're younger generation kids. That's why they're called kind of. Someone gave them a name vintage kids because they look for vintage stuff, vintage clothing. So they just very fast. They go through to the bins. They start just pulling stuff. They don't even look at the tags. They just pull it and just put it on their shoulder and just walk around. And they don't have that much patience to kind of dig inside the bin. And that's how I found that short today. I was looking and digging and looking at digging, which is also I don't have that much patience with my pain, but I found it. So it's kind of like playing lottery. So Danny, sorry man, I know we're talking about some kind of weird reselling stuff again that nobody wants to hear. Sorry, Danny. Everyone from Ohio, guys, we're lurking. Since we're not a reseller show, I mean, we're trying to be, like I said, partially professional now. It's kind of
Keep
very
trying.
difficult
Keep
for
trying.
us, guys. But it is kind of maybe for one show per month will be quarterly professional, something like that. We're not gonna discuss anything bad. We're not gonna talk about some kind of bad stuff. You know how it is, guys. Nobody likes bad stuff, guys. Nobody likes talking about bad stuff. So, Danny, what are your favorite, the most important question of all time in reselling community? Uh, what are your favorite selling platforms that you sell on? That question was asked 10 million times already.
eBay. eBay. I really like to do eBay, and then I used to do the Facebook Marketplace when we had the shop, so because I don't like people coming in my house, so I used to do that. Very little Macari and Poshmark. I'm so forgetful. If you watch ADHD, Dave, he's always forgetting to check them others. I'm the same exact way. So I like just to stick to eBay. But I figure once I get that up and get myself totally 100% committed into it, then I'm going to like start pushing other things like that off. But I figured I better get good at one before I go jumping into 3 or 4. So
Man, I know that eBay. You know, Danny, how it is in reselling world. eBay constantly has glitches. Constantly,
yes.
everyone
Last
is
night.
Danny. Everyone is complaining, man, nowadays that eBay has lost its operation, man. It's kind of lost everything that it had. But in my opinion, man, you know how it is usually when eBay makes like some kind of update to their site, there is always some kind of period where everything is not working at all.
Yep.
It's like regular type of routine for them. Like they have technicians who just press on all types of buttons, nothing works. They're gonna just experiment just
I
by
agree.
doing something,
I totally agree.
starting servers, memory inside, changing hard drives. Man, I can hard drive fails inside of their main server and they don't have a backup. That would be funny actually, because data recovery companies will have like major type of fun for that type of thing. Um, so eBay is the only platform you sell on. How many items you have listed currently on eBay?
700. 700.
Sweet.
Not bad. Yeah,
It's
that's
I try to just put like 25 on a day is my goal, but sometimes I can't make it. I don't really want to have a bunch. Like I know a lot of people like, oh, I want to have 5,000. That's 5,000 things that he's selling. So I would rather have nothing on. But yep, right at 700. I got it for like 750, and then it just keeps selling. So
It's very good, man. 700 is a good number. That's actually stay. If you have quality stuff, Danny, I'm pretty sure the stuff that you sell is quality. Since John, Cincinnati Picker, came over to your place numerous times and bought inventory from you, so I'm pretty sure you have a very good stuff that you sell. Like from everything that I saw John getting from you guys, even back in the day, it was quality type of stuff with good sell-through rate. So like a variety of stuff. I mean, I saw like in my opinion, you're an everything seller also, like
right.
me. So it's kind of variety of stuff. And John is also everything seller. So, but that's important. I mean, if you only sell on one platform, Danny, do you think that right now in the current situation, what is your opinion? Is that good enough for full-time reseller to only be selling on one platform?
I do. Yeah, this is probably I probably still maybe just a little bit half the month have done it, and I've already sold like $3,300, 34. So not too bad. I mean, really don't have anything to little in anything. So, but I think if you could put it on other platforms, yeah, you definitely could do better. But
Yeah, a lot
but
of.
me, I don't want the dings on eBay when it sells somewhere else and then screw it all up.
How were your returns lately on eBay? Do you have a lot of returns lately or not? A lot of returns.
I've had like 9 out of 400, so it's like right like at 2% or something. But it's the dumbest things. Like I had an old tractor still in the box, and I even put in there sat in a barn. It's really nasty. Like took pictures, still in the box. Then the guy's like gets it and then wants to return it because it has stuff on it, and it's like, did you not read the title? Did you not read the. And then that was one of the things. eBay just let them keep it, gave them their money back and everything, and it was like, are you kidding me? eBay got me not this month, but last month, like 4 or 5 things for like $700. Let them keep it, give them their money back and everything. Oh, eBay's lucky they're in California. I would have been there. I cannot. Like I kept calling them a thief, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like I didn't do this. They're supposed to send it back and make sure I get it back. And it's like, why would you let somebody keep like $100 items?
Yeah, man, that's the thing about eBay is like treating. We discussed it so many times on this live that, and Scott, if Bearded Picker Scott is still here, Amazon is even worse with kissing their buyers behind, similar to eBay, kind of, even more than eBay, because with the returns that people can pull off, the system they have, and it's been discussed in many content creators videos, is that we can talk all we want about it. You can make as many videos as you want about it. eBay doesn't. They may care a little bit, but in my opinion, they don't care that much about this whole situation because the corporation like eBay with so much money. I mean, even if they have some kind, if even if there is gonna be a content creator with million subscribers talking about all the mishaps and issues that eBay has, not just with returns and all other stuff, eBay doesn't care about it. I mean, they care about their money. They know that most resellers still use eBay as their number one platform to resell, and they don't try to kind of improve their business by trying to do some other stuff, like not just selling on eBay, but just going to other platforms or trying flea markets or live selling or Facebook pick marketplace and stuff like that. Even though Facebook marketplace has been total crap lately, and it is what it is, man. And in my opinion, eBay will not listen. I mean, you can make thousands videos. You can blame eBay, put thumbnails with angry faces. You can make your own angry face on thumbnails. Those are the ones I love. If you put out an angry face
Yeah.
and talk about how bad eBay is, but it's great for the content, man. If I will be able to make myself, Danny, to like overthrow myself in my mind and start making thumbnails every day where there's something going on with either eBay return or eBay doing some kind of weird stuff, not just on the platform and stuff like that. It's gonna like eventually YouTube algorithm will say, "Wow, those are very nice thumbnails with Roman's angry face blaming eBay for everything." There's a content creators who create this kind of content, guys. I'll give you applause, guys, for improving your own content creation and making money on YouTube. eBay doesn't give a shit about it. So, by the way, guys, Wolfman, Archie Biscuit Butt in the house, guys. One of my favorite followers and one of my subscribers that never unsubscribed. Archie, appreciate it, man. Archie, tell everyone in Las Vegas about my channel, man. Just put it on some kind of bus. Just write it everywhere, man. So I have like at least 2 more subscribers. Subscribe
Stripper
to my
bus.
channel. Just give me a shout out in Las Vegas. Go to the City Hall in Las Vegas and say, please subscribe to Roman's Anytime Picker channel and use like loud speaker and start screaming. Say, Anytime Picker, please subscribe, everyone. By the way, guys, tomorrow Wolfman's Goodies Sunday Night Live with Chad. At 6 p.m. there is a link right there. Chad, appreciate it. Actually, I put his channel also in the chat, guys. Danny, what do you say about live selling? Do you actually watch anyone sell stuff on Whatnot or any other live selling platform on District or not?
Well, once in a while, like if Dave or Carrie or Kevin, if they're doing it and they're like have it on their YouTube channel, like I'll watch for about 5 minutes. It's boring to me. Like, I don't know. My dad was an auctioneer, so I like the real auctions. But it seems like when COVID came around here, anyways, there's just not around. And then with all the resellers stuff, I swear is going crazy, so nuts. Like you can't even really buy to be comfortable. So it's just getting a little.
Man, I can tell you, live selling, in my opinion, Danny, I can break it down into 2 parts, guys, because I do follow from our Marco Polo group, just in case Lisa will wonder again. Who are those people? Why everyone is wondering, who the heck is this Marco Polo group? Where is it coming from? But
It's
guys,
Roman's
by the way,
private club behind the gym.
by the way, I want to say something. By the way, guys, I will address it because Lisa told me one time to address the situation. So we'll address that situation.
Sure, I'm sure I did.
We got actually in Marco Polo, in our beautiful Marco Polo group. I don't know why I use the word beautiful. We got 2 sellers, 2 resellers currently that are doing Whatnot. And it's Angela, perfectly blessed. Actually, we got 4. I would say 4. We got Kiana's Escape Promo with Jill. They're doing Whatnot. We got Angela, perfectly blessed, doing Whatnot.
And
Consistently.
Polly.
We got Fireball Flippers Amanda doing Whatnot. We got Paul Philip Flipper right now doing Whatnot, actually.
I heard that's all he's doing right now.
He is on Whatnot on every day, man. He doesn't sleep anymore. He starts his shows at 6 in the morning and ends at 6 in the morning next day. But that's his business model, man. He actually, I gotta give him props, man, for with Paul, it's like he's been consistent also with a lot of things, videos, YouTube channel. And Danny, currently, since he's single, it is a chance for him to build up his business, make money, make more money. So eventually, if he finds his wife or girlfriend like full time, hopefully it's gonna work out, But I mean, it's kind of it's crazy kind of world, Danny. If you doing it by yourself, and for example, you're gonna start bringing in someone like eventually girlfriend, wife, and they are not on board with your business, that's gonna be very complicated, man. Believe me, I know that. It's you have to be on board. That's why right now for Paul, man, if he does Whatnot every day, being single, that's like the best business model. He doesn't have to worry about anything. He got no kids right now. He got no wife.
I thought Paul was getting married.
Nope. Skip that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So you were talking about Marco Polo there, Roman.
Yeah. Anyway, what I wanted to say, guys.
That's gonna be on my dating thing. Like, you must be a reseller. You must like go out so you can do all my work. You must like taking photos. You gotta look good in this little dress. Keep me motivated.
Of course.
Yeah, guys. I wanted to say, please, if you have a chance to come and support those great whatnot sellers from our Marco Polo group. And I mean, people, Danny, currently there are so many sellers and whatnot from the community. Coco does a lot of shows. She's done great job. Happy Picker Lori, Grumpy Picker Kyle. There is a Kristen Ruler Squirrel. A lot of people doing whatnot, and it's like if it's possible, what I was trying to get, for example, is the following. As many shows as you want to do to try to gain that following and whatnot, it's very difficult because for like you brought up a good example about followers on live selling platforms is that Paul Flipper built up his following. He got a lot of followers. That's why it's important, because the more followers you get, the more opportunities for you to sell certain items at higher price compared to someone who doesn't have following and tries to go in and try to build up that following by losing money nonstop for like who knows how long, for like months, maybe 2 months. And, eventually you will start making some money, but it is a reality of things. So it's like it's been discussed, I think, many times before. So if there is an opportunity, guys, if you have a lot of followers and you sell and whatnot, just do raid trains, and most of you know about it, and support those whatnot sellers that don't have that kind of following yet. So it's at least you're gonna help them out with those raids and give them shout out on your whatnot shows, so that people will go check out their show to help them out and build their following. So that's what I was trying to get at. So it is important, guys.
Do you do whatnot?
No, Danny, I don't do whatnot yet, man, because the way I look at it, because currently the inventory that I'm getting, I don't look for whatnot stuff because, like I said, I'm trying to get as much profit as I possibly can from sales on eBay or on Amazon, on Poshmark. I do sell on Poshmark and Mercari, and I actually sell some stuff on Bonanza, one of my favorite platforms. But Bonanza so far, the only good thing about Bonanza is the show that they made on TV. That I actually watched a little bit in the past. So that's the only good thing that goes in my case for Bonanza sales. But I mean, whatnot, in my opinion, Danny, is like live selling. I actually talked about it in one of the lives in the chat. Is that the best way for you to show your product, describe your product, show any imperfections, flaws, is through live selling, because you're actually showing that thing to everyone. Person sees it, they listen, hopefully they listen to you what you're saying. Some people probably don't even listen and still buy it. But it's been kind of discussed before. That's, I think, in my opinion, the future. If eBay will make live selling possible, eventually available, it's gonna be game changer for eBay. If they can make it work, I think they may kind of take. I don't think they're gonna, destroy whatnot. But if there is an opportunity with the reach that eBay has, with like millions of people who are buyers on eBay from different countries, and you do live selling on eBay, that's actually gonna be complete game changer. I don't know how it's gonna work, if it's not gonna glitch, but I think, in my opinion, it is maybe will improve something, hopefully, for eBay sellers like us. Because I do love eBay too, Danny. I actually have more stuff on eBay, and that's what I'm relying on every day. It is truthful. I mean, so it is what it is, man. But live selling, I mean, if it's possible for you guys, and like I said, to support people who just getting onto whatnot selling, and give them shout outs through your whatnot shows if possible, they will appreciate it, guys. I mean, I try to kind of, sometimes I'll go to some shows that only have 8 people, 6 people, 4 people, and we're like, if they're your friends, we always come in and support them anyway, but eventually, hopefully they'll grow, but they have to do shows nonstop, like, I would say not nonstop, like Kristen Thrifty Mom does it. I think she does like 3 shows a week. but that's her business model that kind of gives her peace of mind to do so that many shows. She got following, and she got good following already because she doesn't even have YouTube that much. She doesn't post content, but through consistent work on Whatnot and doing live shows and Whatnot, people give shout outs, people come in, you go to their Whatnot, you get like word around them. I mean, that's kind of, but the only problem is, Danny, is that people, you know what, I kind of notice sometimes you'll put something up on Whatnot and you bought it, say, for example, for $1 at anywhere. It can be anything, a toy, a plush, and you start an auction at a, like, say, for example, at $2. And that's it, basically. Sometimes your auction will either nobody will buy it, or someone will bid on it for just once and buy it for $2. So basically, that's why people kind of, it all depends on your reselling model. I mean, if it's gonna satisfy you in the long run of selling, say, only 5 things for $2, but you're wasting your time, not wasting, but you're showing that stuff, you're trying to kind of interact with people, do giveaways. By the way, you have to do giveaways and ship stuff out to people if they win giveaways. So like I said, it's up to everyone's business model. So I mean, it's interesting concept. I like it in a way where if it's possible to sell something, in my opinion, that can bring more money, and try it, why not? I mean, Lisa actually also wants to do Whatnot.
I've
Cut
got
that
enough
out.
to do it. I've got enough to do it, like so much though. That might be a thing to do just so I can like get rid of everything and then take that money and start buying all new again. But it would be stuff that, isn't worth putting on eBay to me. Like
Yeah, I mean,
things like
and
stuff I don't like.
and you're right, man. What is the most profitable items for you that you sell right now? What are the most profitable things?
Actually, I've been running into a lot of like really old women's perfume and lotions and rings, and I'm selling them for like 50, 100, 200, $300 for. And one bottle, I think I actually have it listed for a couple $100, and it's barely been used. But if it wasn't used at all, it was like it's a 500, 600, like Christian Dior or somebody like that.
Uh-huh. I love old perfumes and lotions and things. That
Yeah, those do good actually. I found
nobody buy it. Nobody buy it. And if it's used, nobody wants it. Yeah.
Yep, and that's like I'm just picked it all up for nothing, and I just love it. I'm gonna be doing a video. I actually had somebody send me their phone number through eBay, but what they were saying didn't make sense. I had some wrinkle cream for like $100, and she bought it. But then it's like I was going through, and I found another one, but it just missing the box. It was still sealed, and so I messaged her, said, "Hey, I found this. You bought the other one, and you left me a good feedback. So, hey, did you want this?" Well, she sent. I just couldn't get it, but I'm like, you know what? I'll try this number, and ended up being some older lady like trying to hit on me and stuff, and we're like sending pictures back and forth, and it's like, man, this right here, like, how often does this shit happen on eBay? Like, you're getting hit on by a 73-year-old woman that lives in Illinois.
Hey,
well, man, there you go.
props to Granny.
Man, I think eBay will become dating site soon.
Right. Yeah. And then I was on the Trash to Cast podcast when we was in Tennessee at Crossville, and Dave got to see me flirting with like these old women to get like deals and stuff. So he was making fun of me. And when he was doing the live, he's like, "Daniel, flirt with anything." And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like make this video and then message him, but like, dude, you have to watch this video because like it's never happened to me, and I don't think I've heard anybody getting hit on and nothing. But it's like, man, it's got her face and stuff. So, but for 73 years old, she's looking good.
Man, she's a cougar. Cougar still at 73, man. A cougar right there with a lot of experience, Danny. Believe me, a lot of experience. They know what's up. They don't. They're much young. They're much better than those young girls.
Yeah,
they don't have any experience, but they actually have experience. And that's why, man. When I was 22, I was dating a woman. She was 35 and had 2 kids. So I'm very familiar with that situation. So I would go with experience rather than not experience. That's kind of a thing for me. But it's me, guys. So don't take my advice on the relationship, guys. I know Lisa just lost a lot of subscribers.
Well, when
um,
she's paying $100 for wrinkle creams and stuff, I was falling in love with my retirement plan.
Man, if you're gonna find someone with a lot of money, there you go, Danny. Like you don't have to have any retirement plan no more. You can buy this new Tesla truck that looks like a garbage can. With
I don't
like,
even I don't know how to do that video because I'll just be laughing and like I just like I've never in my life been hit on eBay, and she just sends me a picture, and then I send it back to her, and I'm like, what am I doing? I did. I really did. I did send it to her, and I've got hers. I saved hers because I thought, man, it's gonna be a good video.
It'll be different.
man,
I can't imagine what kind of clickbait title you
yeah,
come up
Danny,
with.
you have to make some kind of good thumbnail, man, because I'm gonna go and watch it numerous times anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Caught
put
a
I
cougar on eBay. Caught a
Yeah.
cougar on eBay. Discount.
caught a cougar on eBay selling her some outdated perfume.
That's gonna be a good thumbnail.
Granny smells nice. Caught a
You have to
cougar on
put
eBay.
like GILF.
Video at
You
10.
know?
I'm gonna have to have the whole video and caption because I'm just going to be laughing my butt off because it's like I can't believe I'm even making a video, but I can't even believe this truly happened.
Yeah,
But
man,
it did.
that's gonna be true situation. Let me say hello to Duncan VR. Duncan from Australia, another Australian presence. Our live, Lisa, is actually our partially professional live. Has a lot of subscribers and followers from Australia. So everyone in Australia, guys, we appreciate you. I mean, if you can subscribe, tell everyone in New Zealand, Fiji, and Papua New Guinea to subscribe
Papua
to us.
New
also.
Guinea. Papua New Guinea. Yeah.
Here's my cougar.
Hey.
Hey, man, look, I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of,
Looks like she's got an iPhone anyway, right? That's gonna be worse.
man, are you sure? Are you sure it's her?
I don't think catfish
Some
has
kind of-
happened at that point.
Danny, Danny, nowadays with
Yeah, that's
AI, with artificial intelligence, man, you can make photos on using artificial intelligence, or even on Tinder right now. There are some girls that look like models, but in real life, you go meet them and they look not like girls, man. So
How do you know, Roman?
well, we're not gonna discuss it today, guys. So we're gonna leave it alone, guys.
Leave it alone, guys.
We got Lisette. Happy weekend, beautiful people. New England Betty Boop in the house, guys. Lisette, appreciate you stopping by, guys. And Lisette sent us very beautiful $5 super chats. Just popping in to say hello. You might see my comment tomorrow. Lisette, appreciate you very much. As always, you're always also coming in and supporting us, as you all guys do every weekend. We really appreciate you guys all the time. It's being some kind of sort of reseller life. It's kind of difficult for us, guys. We're kind of dragging ourselves out from the underneath the skin to become resellers, and we never can, guys. We're not authentic resellers anyway. So not like there are other podcasts, guys, that are great, like Reseller Clickbait podcast with great information about reselling. Locker Room, guys. We were guests on Locker Room recently, and Locker Room is like with Ben. Ben, man, if you're watching, I never forget about my non-disclosure agreement, man. So I cannot use markers. I can use.
I didn't sign it.
So
I still got a bed marker.
Locker Room and Reseller leftovers are really good. So there are a lot of flipping fantastic, and the best one, of course, is gonna be where Josh, Scott, and John. And I always forget the podcast name, guys. So it's in reality, it's embarrassing. But hopefully, guys, don't unsubscribe from me because I'm on medication anyway. So anything I say, guys,
Yeah, that's
it's all my medication usually. I'm gonna blame it as usual on something else. I always forget. So see, there you go, guys. But they got Josh, John, and Scott, by the way, got the best information out there in the reselling world. They're number one for me, guys, in terms of advices, in terms of proper advice on things. So there you go, guys. Yeah, those are the best ones. And the Reseller Information Network does a good job also. So go watch those people, guys. They have some better advice about certain things.
Yeah, those are
On the
business
video
shows,
camera
not what
software
we
studio.
do here.
Yeah,
I was gonna
guys,
say-
we don't. We usually don't do anything. So, Danny, what is your future in terms of YouTube content, and do you plan on doing any lives coming up in the future on your channel?
I actually would like to do a live and just like pick, like have a 25 question for like resellers. I actually was going to start that back in the day when I was going to pursue that, and John was going to be the first one on it. But then my buddy got started slipping a little bit worse in cancer, so I took my time to be with him instead. But I wouldn't mind it because I deleted a bunch of old videos off a long time ago, so I have to redo my hours and stuff. So I might do some of these lives to build up some time, as long as I keep up with it. I would like to do a podcast or something maybe, but it seems like all the podcasts I know and the people I know, they never really do nothing with reselling. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
the thing.
I just want to be different. I just want to like I just know like in a reseller channel because it messes up the algorithm and then they don't get money or whatever. It's like money. It's just I don't want to. I can't remember a freaking password for my life anyway. So I gotta keep it just simple for stupid. That's so.
Yeah,
I would like to grow it for Parker if he would just get with it, but he's just so busy. I get he's 16. My buddy that passed away's son, they're actually bull riding tonight.
Nice. That's actually good. So, I mean, yeah, Danny, that's the thing about it. I mean, teenagers, that's the years where there is like, changes and stuff like that happening. And I mean, eventually, they
Parents
will. Yeah, those types of things are coming up, Danny, for you and me, man. I know it perfectly. It's all coming up, and that's what you were saying earlier. I mean, we're not getting any younger, man, and it's gonna be kind of things that kind of will be going on, and you have to get ready for that kind of stuff. So that's important. I mean, and yeah. So, Danny, what is your advice to anyone who is gonna try to do reselling content in the future? Give your advice so anyone who will listen to this live eventually in a couple of years will catch up and hopefully will watch it till the end and see your advice. It's going to be memorable.
this will be. You have to make sure one that you got to be passionate about it. You definitely have to stick with it. It's not going to be easy. You will get comments like I'm a hothead sometimes. That was one of the hardest things for me is like I people would say stuff and I'm just like, well, where do you live? And of course they're in Florida and it's like, yeah, we're you know, uh, keyboard warriors and shit. That bothered me a lot. But John would always like, hey, just ignore it, just like it, just whatever. But there will be times that you're just going to want to give up. But if it's something you're really passionate about, just keep pushing through. I like to say it ain't about the money because if we're all lying, because everybody would like to wake up to 10,000, 100,000, a million subscribers and pulling in a decent check to where it makes you feel like at least what you're doing is rewarding. Came back knowing I'm not going to get 100 views. I just put a video on yesterday and it was like at 114, and I was like, whoa! I'm cool. I'm popular, even though that is nothing. So it's like just gotta keep with it, and to me, it's really about your title. Don't be doing a title that everybody else is doing because obviously it's not working. Now, I mean, if you want, you can go find somebody that's got a viral video and copy theirs, but then you're going to get backlash on it. Just be different, be yourself, be truthful. Because if you get caught lying, like I've caught quite a few resellers lying and shit, and I don't mess with them because if you hang out with them, they're going to just assume you're the same. And like I'll tell you what I paid for it. I'll tell you what I sold it. I'll tell you what I flipped it for. Because me, like, if I sell something to John, I'm like, hey, I paid $50 for this. You just make me an offer for this, whatever. And then they won't tell me what they paid. They'll just like, what you give me for it. And it's like, see, I tell them just because I don't care if they know, and the name of the game is to make money. So
That's true, man. That's absolutely great advice. And it's been given a lot of different content creators give out great advices on, especially if you want to do YouTube, because like you said, in YouTube is very difficult to build up just not just subscribers, but content, and not to try to change into something that you're not. That's the most important thing. Just be like you were originally, and do it like you were originally. I mean, and eventually, like I said, it's not. I mean, no guarantees, because I mean there is so much content right now that people can watch during. It doesn't even matter if they watch it every day or like once a week, or some try to catch up and try to kind of support everyone, but it's impossible, because people, if they're reselling, especially if they're full-time resellers, if their business brings them, their reselling business brings them money to pay the bills and pay for everything, that's going to be their main type of concern. And YouTube, if they like it, if they do, like me and Lisa currently like the lives and do the lives, and it's kind of enjoyment for us, and we get great support from all of you all guys. It shows a lot of support for us, like Woody was saying about super chats. Yeah, Woody, I know, man. It is what it is, man, but we really appreciate it. And I know that YouTube takes money, PayPal takes money, everyone takes their cut. That's how.
Everybody's
That's
got
how.
their hands in
That's
your
how. That's
pocket.
how.
Everybody.
That's how business is, and nothing. Unfortunately, we're blessed to have certain amount of great followings that we get every week. We really appreciate you guys as always, and we know perfectly well that it's not great. I mean, like I was talking about Chat today, Wolfman's Goodies. I mean, he puts out consistent content, comes in almost into every live, send super chats to a lot of content creators and a lot of lives every week. And that's just one example. There are other examples, there are a bunch of other examples how great the community is in terms of supporting smaller channels, trying to kind of encourage them to continue with not just lives, podcasts, and videos. I mean, they see certain support, and it shows that people kind of want to see them every week, and it really brings enjoyment to us, guys. So we really appreciate you all. And let me say hello to Gravity Gets Cameron in the house. Cameron, welcome. So, guys, I'll put one more time. I'll put Danny's channel in, because Danny has better things to do today, guys, on a Saturday night in the Piqua, Ohio area, than
In a
talk
hot
with
and
us
muggy.
on our partially not reseller live. On the reseller live, that is kind of very unusual. Will probably go into record books as a Guinness Book World of Records as the most unprofessional, self-proclaimed, as Ben said, life in history. Maybe in 40, 50 years, someone will watch it and say, who the hell are those guys? They talk about nothing every week.
Let's go dig them up and bitch slap them.
But and like I said, it's great that you're showing us so much support throughout already, maybe like a year that we've been, at least a year, I think, that we've been doing live with some breaks. Hopefully, I'm not gonna have to take a break in upcoming weeks because of my continuous surgical treatments and the constant going to appointments with rescheduling my uh, procedures and stuff like that. But like I said, guys, right now it's kind of tough for me, and I'm kind of always trying to kind of encourage myself to stay up, kind of not, be in a down type of mode, because whenever you have some kind of concerns with certain growth on your skin and stuff like that, they kind of never give you proper answers, like Danny was saying today, like those doctors, and kind of gives me this anxiety and the stuff that is happening. But we really appreciate you guys as always. Please subscribe to Piqua Resellers Danny, and show him support, guys. Lucky 19th Michelle, also from Strongsville, Ohio. Michelle, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by today. And Sal saying, take care, everyone, stay humble and king. Reseller will see you all. So, guys, once again, thank you for joining us tonight. Please subscribe to Danny. I put those links in the description and also in the chat. And also follow everyone that I put the links for. I'm trying my best, guys, to put everyone links. If I forgot anyone, I'm sorry. I'll put Gravity Goods Cameron channel in, because he just came in. So I don't forget before we leave today. And let me put it in, guys. Any last words, Danny, before we leave?
Keep hustling and keep grinding. If anybody's struggling with health, want to get into fitness or anything, like, I can kind of help. I'm not no professional or nothing. If you have issues with drugs, alcohol, things like that, like, I can help a little bit. But just everybody stay safe, stay healthy. This is a crazy ass world.
Exactly. And Danny, last question: will Cleveland Browns win Super Bowl next season?
I would love it. I would love to see them go with the Bears, because those Bears and the Browns are my team, and unfortunately, Bears are. I think they traded owners and got silly.
Yeah,
I don't like
man.
the Browns quarterback, so until they get rid of him, I'm not really supporting the Browns. Like, I always go to a game every year and buy jerseys. I did not do that last year. I'm not going to do it until Watson's gone. But I still hope. I still wish the best for him. I didn't watch any games, so I actually did. I watched the Bears and Browns game. So
Yeah, and go Browns, go Cleveland Guardians, by the way, first place Cleveland Guardians, that actually have a chance to finally win a World Series this year, hopefully, as usual. As always, all the Ohio teams, guys, bring a lot of hopes up, and then something happens. So we're already used to it here in Ohio, guys. So for me, being a fan of the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Guardians, Cleveland Cavaliers, it's like nothing new for me that there is heartbreak probably coming soon. So, but it is what it is, guys. We got used to it. So, guys, Lisa Dura, appreciate you. Have a great weekend, guys. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy your time with your families. Do a lot of barbecues, drinking, and relaxing on the 4th of July. And take care, everyone. We'll see you next
Roman?
Saturday on July 6th. Our guest will be Hustle Q, will be our guest. So, we'll see you next Saturday, guys.
All right. Hey, thank you all for coming. As always, as he says, we appreciate you so much. Stay profitable, gang. Y'all come back now. You hear? Take
And
care.
thank you
Be
for
kind
all
to
those.
each other.
Thank you for all the super chats, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend.